The President's Fund, a resource meant to serve the nation's interests, has been tainted by allegations of misuse and nepotism. Deputy Minister Anura Karunathilaka dropped a bombshell in Parliament today, revealing that politicians have been dipping their hands into this sacred pot to benefit their kith and kin. The revelations have sent shockwaves through the political establishment, leaving many to question the integrity of those entrusted with public office. At the heart of this scandal are two sitting members of Parliament, whose names have been thrust into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. The late MP Sarathchandra Rajakaruna, it seems, wasn't content with the privileges that came with his position. In a brazen display of entitlement, he sought assistance from the President's Fund to finance his son Harshana Rajakaruna's higher education. One can't help but wonder if the countless deserving students across the country, struggling to make ends meet, were denied opportunities while the offspring of the powerful sailed through on public funds. But the rock doesn't stop there. MP Radakrishnan, not to be outdone in this game of nepotism, allegedly pulled strings to secure assistance for one of his relatives. The audacity of these actions is staggering, especially when one considers the countless Sri Lankans who struggle daily to put food on the table, let alone dream of higher education for their children. The deputy minister's revelations have peeled back the layers of a system that seems to operate on a "you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours" principle. It is a damning indictment of a political culture where public resources are treated as personal piggy banks by those in power. The President's Fund, established with the noble intention of helping those in dire need, has instead become a slush fund for the privileged few. As the news spreads, one can almost hear the collective gasp of disbelief from the public. How many more instances of such blatant misuse have gone unreported? How deep does this rabbit hole of corruption go? These are questions that demand immediate answers. The irony of the situation is not lost on the common citizen. While politicians preach austerity and sacrifice to the masses, they seem to have no qualms about helping themselves with the very resources meant for the public good. It's a classic case of do as I say, not as I do, and it's wearing thin on the patience of the Sri Lankan people. But perhaps the most troubling aspect of this scandal is the silence from other quarters of the government. Where are the voices of outrage from fellow parliamentarians? Where is the call for an immediate investigation into these allegations? The deafening silence speaks volumes about the complicity that may run through the veins of the political establishment. As we delve deeper into this quagmire of corruption, one can't help but draw parallels to other scandals that have rocked the nation. The case of Magistrate Thelina Gamage and the elephant calf named Sakura comes to mind. Here was a man, sworn to uphold the law, caught in the web of illegal wildlife trafficking. The audacity of keeping a stolen elephant calf in his Maharagama residence boggles the mind. The similarities between these cases are striking. Both involve individuals in positions of power, abusing their authority for personal gain. Both showcase a blatant disregard for the law and ethical conduct. And both, sadly, are likely just the tip of the iceberg in a system riddled with corruption. The CID's confirmation that all documents related to the elephant were falsified paints a picture of a well-oiled machine of deceit. From the killing of the mother elephant to the abduction of the calf, from the falsification of wildlife records to the involvement of notorious smugglers like Maharagama Ali Roshin. Every step reeks of a system where rules are bent and laws are broken with impunity. One can't help but wonder, if a magistrate can get away with such blatant illegality, what hope is there for justice when it comes to politicians misusing public funds? The answer, unfortunately, seems bleak. The deputy minister's revelations about the President's Fund misuse should serve as a wake-up call. It's time for a thorough investigation, not just into these specific instances, but into the entire system that allows such abuses to occur. The public deserves transparency, accountability, and most importantly, justice. As the dust settles on these allegations, the ball is now in the court of the authorities. Will they rise to the occasion and launch a comprehensive probe? Or will this, like so many scandals before it, be swept under the rug, forgotten until the next explosive revelation? The people of Sri Lanka watch and wait, their trust in the system eroding with each passing day. They deserve better. They deserve leaders who serve the public interest, not their own. They deserve a president's fund that truly helps those in need, not a secret ATM for the politically connected. In the end, it all comes down to integrity. The integrity of our institutions, our leaders, and our system of governance. As these scandals unfold, one thing becomes crystal clear. Without integrity, without accountability, the very fabric of our democracy is at risk. The road ahead is long and fraught with challenges. But if there's one silver lining to these dark clouds of corruption, it's the hope that sunlight truly is the best disinfectant. By bringing these issues to light, by demanding answers and action, perhaps we can begin the long process of cleaning house and restoring faith in our institutions. As we reflect on these troubling revelations, let us not lose sight of the bigger picture. A nation is only as strong as its weakest link. And right now, that link seems to be the very people entrusted with its care. It's time for change, time for accountability, and time for a system that truly serves the people, not the powerful. The ball is in our court now. Will we demand better? Will we hold our leaders accountable? Or will we, like so many times before, shrug our shoulders and move on, resigned to the status quo? The choice, as always, is ours to make. Let us choose wisely, for the future of our nation depends on it.